Hello, guys. So, welcome to our 5 minute short videos for our 21-day challenge. There's going to be lots of these, and we may even go under 5 minutes. So, the one that I want to talk about now is habits and why we are doing this for a 21-day challenge. And it's all about habits. It takes 3 weeks to form a habit, good and a bad habit, of consistently doing things. And it's about building momentum. And I always find that when you create a good habit, a good rhythm in your life, that's when things flow and that's when you get results. And if you see in the Everything Publishing Academy, we have a different theme for each day. So we always start with intentions on a Monday, and we always end with recharging and rebooting ourselves and a bit of self-care on a Sunday so that we're ready for the week ahead again. So I do this and it's a habit that I've gotten into. And sometimes I get out of the habit and then I have to intentionally and mindfully get back into my 21-day rhythm to get back into the habit of it again. And I do this with writing as well. So if I'm writing a novel and I get up at 5 a.m. and write straight away, it takes me the few weeks to get into the rhythm of it. And then I just do it automatically. My subconscious mind takes over. What I need to be writing the next day starts to come in the back of my mind. It's just the most wonderful process that works really well for me, and I know it does for others. Now, a book I'm going to recommend for you to read about habits is Atomic Habits. Many of you may be doing things, but the insights in this book, like, for example, I've always applied the 21-day habit over the past decade or more to my life whenever I want to change something or shake it up. But Atomic Habits, and it's sold millions and millions of copies all over the world. You may have already read it. But if you take it and apply it with the intention of your authorship, or with the intention of building your audience, or the intention of whatever your intention is for the week ahead, and you just jump into Atomic Habits and just really embrace it, it's very powerful. It's very powerful. And what speaks is the results. So getting into a habit, a rhythm that works for you. Now, we don't compare yourself to others. What works for somebody else may not work for you. But if it's something you aspire for, get inspired by it and make it your own and fit it into your life. There's things that I see other people do, and I'm like, wow, that's really cool. I'd love that for my bucket list. So I see how that would work into my life because I don't want to compromise my values. I really value my time. My kids are young. All of those things I take into account when I'm setting the intention for a 21-day habit, changing something. And that's a thing also, is that we've really got to be mindful of where we are at in life. I'm a bit of an overachiever. I have a tendency to overcommit. So when I make room for something like a 20-day habit, I have to be very mindful. And that's one of my 7 life principles, if you didn't know. The first one is to be mindful to create space for it. Otherwise, something's going to get pushed out and you ain't going to have control over that. So you want to make room for the magic in your life of that a 21-day habit can make, implementing that. Just do a life declutter, make room for it somewhere, make space for it somewhere. Now, another thing that I had a note to mention in this 5 minutes, and we've only got 40 seconds left, so I'm going to be fast, is that the magic happens just outside of your comfort zone. You're not going to get different results if you're doing the same things as you're doing now. So you're going to have to get a little bit uncomfortable. You don't have to take a giant leap. Just take a nice little step outside of your comfort zone, and it will really make a difference in your life. Okay, we've kept it in under 5 minutes for today. So let's just get moving on until the next 5-minute video. Let's keep